Jay Som is an indie pop, bedroom pop singer-songwriter hailing from California, and this is her third studio album. An artist I definitely had a bit of a struggle with at the start when I first heard her Everybody Works album in 2017. An album I just did not see the hype for. A lot of music publications, music critics really buzzed over that album. The hype was quite big for an indie artist. I just didn't really see what was going on with the album. And so I wasn't exactly expecting all that much with this new album, but somehow it has made my expectations completely flip upside down because I think this is so much better than what she was offering 2 years ago. And funnily enough, there isn't as much hype for this one, which is really weird to me. The music publications aren't as vocal this time around. And I just don't get it because I think this is a huge improvement. I'm actually really surprised at how much I like this. I think Jay Som has come a long way with the instrumental palette that this album offers. I think there are just so many wonderful instrumentals here and just such a nice dreamy aesthetic across the whole thing. Jay Som as a vocalist probably hasn't improved all that much, but something feels so much richer about this sound that I think her voice is just matching so well. Like, her voice is made for these types of instrumentals. It's kind of how people often feel with shoegaze as a genre. Often people don't mind if the vocals aren't the most characterful or the most like brimming with personality. Like, people don't mind that as long as they just match the instrumentals. And it's kind of what's going on here, where Jay's voice just seems to be like an instrument that's just matching the atmosphere that's surrounding her. But it's not like it's where the voice is just buried so much to the point where you can't understand anything she's saying, or you can't really connect to her, or you can't really hear her voice break through. It's not like that at all. It's just soft enough to be glorious and wonderful to the ears while also just floating lovelily over the instrumentation. If You Want It is what kicks off the album. It might even be the best track here as well, actually, to be honest. It is just such a catchy indie pop tune. The guitar riff is so damn melodic, it gets stuck in your head. Something you probably heard 100 times before. I probably have heard it too, but here it just works so damn well. The chorus is extremely hooky as well. It is just a very well crafted song all around, even if it isn't something completely new or something that you've never heard before, because sometimes it doesn't really need to be that, and that's what this track does so well. Superbike is the next track as well. This is another track that's incredibly melodic, another track that just has a killer guitar melody across the whole thing. The chorus, her voice really shines through as well. It's really nice to hear her come out of her shell a lot on this album. A track like Tenderness totally reminds me of some 80s synthwave type stuff. In fact, the progression of the song does remind me a little bit of like a Tears for Fears song. Not a direct comparison, obviously, but there is just something about it that totally reminds me of something they would have done back in the early 80s. And I love the chorus on this track too, where she's like, I'm feeling like we just begun. And then there's a goddamn key change later on with that chorus too, which is something I usually hate. But man, the key change here, it's pretty sick. Now, I do think lyrically is where this album does kind of falter just a little bit. It's not that the lyrics are bad or anything like that. They just are very simple. But I think they are serviceable for this type of album. It's not the most complex musically, so I don't mind so much that some of the lyrics are pretty straight to the point. You don't really need to read into anything. There's not like a huge layers upon layers of poetry going on. But at the same time, there's nothing that stands out in a bad way. Like, there aren't really any moments where I'm just like, ugh, which a lot of albums can give you that feeling if the lyrics just are so stale, but there isn't really anything like that here. If anything, there's just more moments that underwhelm musically, I would say. Not a lot, but just more so than the lyrics, like the title track. Definitely the weakest track on the album here. It just doesn't offer the same brightness as some of the other tracks. It tries going a bit darker, but I just don't think it really works all that well. And the first half of Peace Out isn't that exciting, But once you get to the end, you realize that it was worth the wait to hit that moment. In fact, it is a moment on the album that made me kind of think maybe she could have took this further and explored it more on a few of the tracks, because it just gets electrifying in that second half of the song. It is so fantastic. But yeah, overall, there's not much to say bad about this. This is really good. I like this a lot. It's so short as well. There's like 9 tracks here, 34 minutes. It just does what it needs to do. It stays in its comfort zone for sure, but that's not a bad thing at all, really. Definitely a very impressive album from an artist that I just personally wasn't looking out for in 2019. I think I will definitely be looking out for more Jay Som in the future, and even for now, I'm going to go an 8 out of 10 because I did really enjoy this. A pretty light 8 out of 10, I must say, but it is an album that just hits the spot really well, and I think it's impressive for what it's going for. Thank you for watching my review. Hopefully you get a recommendation out of this. Hopefully you enjoy this album as well. If you have heard it, let me know what you think. Thank you. Have a good day. Subscribe. Goodbye.